I analyzed the Peterborough real estate market over the past 10 years and found 3 things that you need to know. In this video, I'm going to break down what I learned and what it means for you as a homeowner in Peterborough. But before we get into that, I want to say that I really appreciate you watching this video. If you learned something new today, all I ask that you hit the like and subscribe button down below. And if you're interested in booking a call with me, you can click the first link in the description. All right, let's hop into it. Number 1, appreciation. The data shows that the typical house in Peterborough has appreciated by about 9.2% annually over the past 10 years. Now, obviously, appreciation isn't guaranteed. In fact, over the past 3 years, we've actually seen the typical house depreciate, meaning it hasn't increased in value. But it does show that if you are willing to hold a property in Peterborough for about 5 to 10 years, it should appreciate in value. Another thing to note is that appreciation will vary based on the location and property type. So it's important to work with a local expert that does understand those local markets in Peterborough. For example, a property that is purchased in either the north or west end will probably appreciate more than a property that's purchased in central Peterborough. So when you are purchasing that property and you're buying into those local markets, it's important that you understand those markets because property values do vary from street to street. Number 2, selling seasons. The data shows that there are distinct selling seasons over the past 10 years. Now, you've heard the idea of the spring market, and it's absolutely true in the city of Peterborough. The data shows that sales activity starts to pick up in March and generally reached its peak between May and June over the past 10 years. Now, it also shows that things start to slow down over the winter months. Consistently over the past 10 years, we've seen a lower number of sales between November and February. Now, obviously, the best time to sell is when you find a house that you like more than your current house. So don't try to time the market or plan your move based on when the buyer activity has historically been at its highest. Instead, keep that data in mind when you're presenting and pricing your current property for sale. And number 3 is the days to sell. Over the past 10 years, on average, it's taken a property in Peterborough 27 days to sell. Now, obviously, this varies based on market conditions, property type, location, and price of the property. But generally, what that tells you as a homeowner is that if your home has not sold within 30 days, then you need to make an adjustment to either the price, the promotion, or the presentation of the property. What you also need to keep in mind is that if your property does take 30 days to sell, it will probably take another 30 or 60 to close. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're planning your move. Well, that's all for me. I hope you liked this video and I hope you learned something new about the Peterborough real estate market and how it performed over the last 10 years. If you did like this video and you're thinking about purchasing your first house or maybe your next house, you might like the video I made on the hidden closing costs you might run into when you purchase a home in Ontario. Click here to check it out. Talk soon.